Hey Crushers, Young here, bringing you a new Crush Them All video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at cheesing for arena wins. By cheesing, that does mean using consumables to help defeat opponents that you wouldn't normally be able to beat. Before we get started with today's video, however, if you have any questions or comments after watching today's video, I would encourage you to leave them in the comment section below. Or you can reach out to me through the official Discord, which you can access through the settings of the game located here in the community section. Furthermore, if you haven't already done so, I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. That way you can catch all my videos when they come out and stay up to date on all the latest Crush Them All news and information. I would also like to take a moment to thank Godsey Labs for endorsing today's video as well. Now, one thing I would like to point out is that the pacifier item is currently active in the shop. I was one of the beta players that had tested this item out, so I don't currently have access to it, but the item itself is active, and so if you do have it, you can come in here, go to a hero that you're wanting to reset your awakening material on, and you'll get refunded all of the awakening material. That's the star shards and whatever expedition materials were used for it. That's these materials here. It does not reset the weapon levels, so keep that in mind as you're looking at different options regarding how you're building your heroes, because you're not going to get refunded for those materials should you decide to reset them with the pacifier. So just one of those things to keep in mind. I reset my bat during the beta test, so Bat is the hero that I had reset, got my materials back on, and now I've got those materials available so that I can, in the future, awaken a hero. The heroes that I'm currently working on, I'm still saving flues for Vlad so I can get him maxed out. That's my primary focus, but I'm also going to be working on my Spark as well. So I'm going to be investing at least into a 769, which I already have the level 9 weapon, so max Spark out, get him up to the 6th Awakened Star, and that's my current focus outside of Vlad. Vlad I'm planning to make 7-7 as soon as possible. I've been saving my flues for quite a while for that, and I'm hoping to be able to share that with you guys in an upcoming video. Now, it has been requested that I show off just how fast my staging team is, so here I am with no speed. This is just normal going on. This is my maximum speed, which is 3 times the speed. And we're going to get to see that a little bit faster because I'm going to be turning on some of these. We're going to go through and turn Candy Speed on, and you can see my heroes are zipping by pretty fast now. Egg Dark, Flake, we're going to be using most of these to help augment my ability within the arena, which is starting to lag a little bit, which I've noticed anytime I'm using a lot of consumables, that tends to be the case. So something to keep in mind as you are as well. Not using Hibernate because I'm not doing any offline play. But here we go, that's everything I've got active right now. It's quite a bit in terms of consumables. And you can see I've got a lot of different stuff going on there, so without further ado, we're going to hop on in, and we're going to cheese some arena wins, which means that we're going to be selecting players that I normally wouldn't be able to beat, and see how I do going up against them. I'm also going to be using Atlantis' spot as a swing spot for Thorn if the enemy team has Thorn. If the enemy team does not have Thorn, then I'm going to leave my Atlantis in, because he tends to do better overall. And normally I don't run Groovine, normally I run Aqua, but this particular season, because of how strong enemy Thorns are, I'm not going to be using them, and instead I'm going to be using my own Groovine to help deal additional damage to strong water heroes. So that would be the explanation for my current team. Due to the Frenzy candy that I have active, I had a Frenzy Gruvine and a Frenzy Dark Hunter, which is fun to see. You can see 117 million damage there. And that was against the Sensational Asian. That's a 7-7 Vlad on the opposite team, which would just completely shred through my Siegfried. Probably not the best matchup. This matchup looks like a lot more fun for me. So we'll go ahead and do that against Navarro. Got a frenzied Siegfried who rushed up and got immediately stunned by the enemy Monkey King, but as soon as that guy was gone, you see that he was able to shred through there. We can take a look at the stats there. Now hopping on in, let's take a look at Kuro's team. This team looks like a lot of fun to go up against as well. No enemy Thorns, we'll just hop on in there. Gladiator got frenzied, Atlantis got frenzied, Scud got frenzied, I got lots of frenzies on my side. Which is always fun to see. Look at that huge amount of damage from my Atlantis there against Kuro. Here's going to be a fun matchup. So here's an enemy Thorn. We'll go ahead and drop Atlantis completely and bring in my own Thorn. Alright, and we'll see how this matchup goes. I've never beat Bear Pig, not since... Well, I'll take that back. I did once upon a time ago when he was first starting out. I've not been able to beat him in quite a while. Does not look I have enough DPS to make it through his heroes. Looks like not even a scratch against his Ornok or his Paladin there. It's pretty cool to see that. Even with everything I've got going, still not able to get through there. Look at that, 308 million damage from his Tesla. Huge numbers put out there. So that was fun to see. Twistian also has a strong Thorn, so we'll go ahead and bring my Thorn in for this battle. Let's see how this matchup goes here. I've been running my Siegfried again. I haven't had horrible luck running him. He still does exactly what he did before, deals lots of damage, area of effect, based on the way that I have him built. And in most matchups, even against fairly strong Vlads, he's still doing relatively good. So it's definitely cool to see that. That, honestly, does not look like a lot of fun for me, but I'm curious to see how this goes down. So 3 Years of Tears against my consumable-driven team. We'll see just how this goes down. Making some progress here. Wow, look at that. And I honestly didn't expect to be doing that well. We've got to take a look at the stats after that one. Big numbers put out there. I'm sure that my Thorn helping with reduction on the enemy side there made quite the difference as far as that battle goes. Brandon has one of the stronger teams, and his Namada is one of the stronger ones I've gone up against already. I don't know quite how this will go. Looks like my resist runes are definitely helping there. I was able to cut through the front line. So that's all those consumables putting in work for me. Top 3 heroes for damage, all frenzied. We've seen Twistian. Let's go up against God instead. This might just add a little bit of variation. Siegfried frenzied, ran straight up right into the enemy Ornok and died. Getting through this Ornok. Need a little bit. There's the rest of the damage. Okay. So in terms of my 2 backline Earth heroes, Gruvine deals a lot of single target damage, and Misty deals a lot of area of effect damage. I'm still working on building Spark up again. Currently only a 6-4, so that's something still hoping to see more out of moving forward. Keener has one of the strongest PvP teams in all of Crush Them All, This is a battle I would love to see. And the real hope here is that I can get through his Furiosa before his Tesla completely takes me down. And he is one of the strongest Teslas in the game. I'm seeing lots of revives happening on the back end. Man, all that pushback, that was great. Huge numbers there. Okay, D. Gregor. Ooh, with a really cool looking Surshu, which is a hero we don't get to see in action very often. However, without that Thorn on that side, we'll go ahead and bring my Atlantis back in. Hopefully help deal with his front line a little bit better. I'm hoping... Oh, wow. Okay, that's not how I thought that was going to go down. So my Atlantis is now down for the count. And the revive just completely turned that around in a way I was not anticipating. Just about turned that battle around completely. That was almost an upset there because of the revive on my Gladiator, but it was not quite enough when it all came down to it. Very fun to see, so we've already seen that matchup. Let's see how it goes against Marky. Looks like I'm going to have to swap back in for Thorn against Marky Moo. Just really curious to see how this goes down. Marky has one of the strongest sparks in all of Crush Them All. So definitely a hero worth watching. He's one of the main reasons why I'm focusing on building my Spark. He showed just how great Spark can be, especially when teamed up with a good Gladiator. And I do have a strong Gladiator built for walling damage. His Spark wasn't able to put out big numbers even against all the Earth that I had on the front line. Quite a bit of back and forth on that one. Elling has one of the, if not the, strongest Thorn in the game. So this is one I would, again, really enjoy seeing. When I get my Thorn to 7 stars, she is going to be my third focus for Awakening Materials. I'm going to get her probably to 7/7 myself. I run a lot of strong Earth in the first place, and she would definitely bring a lot to the table for me. Likewise, I'm also looking at options for a 7/7/9 Leaf Blade as well. I feel like that would really offer a substantial wall for me. I know that my Gladiator does great work for me now. However, oh my gosh, so many revives on that Gruvine there. However, when it really comes down to it, Leaf Blade is ultimately going to be the better option, and it's something that I will be wanting to build. I would really like to go up against Russ here, so this is the matchup I'm going to be looking at. I will go ahead and swap back in for Atlantis. We're probably just going to do these last few battles and then call it good. Probably not going to spend 60 flues for the last reset of tickets. Dang. That's what consumables will do for you right there. Once more running a bunch of consumables to see what it's like just to cheese for some additional trophies. I'm definitely getting quite a few more wins against players that I normally wouldn't. Ramzaka, I do sometimes get wins against Ramzaka normally, so this is when I'm expecting to win this matchup just on account of that. A little bit more in my favor there. Gromdog. And swap back in for Thorn. I would like to hear what kind of heroes you guys would like to see me try out for an arena team. I'm looking to mix things up a little bit, just to do things and show, possibly alternative builds for different heroes and that kind of thing. So if there's anything like that that you'd like to see, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. If you leave a comment in the comment section below, that's something I can take a look at and we can consider for a future video. Okay. I think for this one, I would still prefer my Atlantis against Trash Fox. Yeah. I was hoping that Atlantis would get off a crit there. Oops, I accidentally clicked OK instead of the menu. I do apologize for that. Let's see, Doorborn, this is somebody I normally do not win against, so this will be a prime example of consumables potentially helping with the win here. So if I pull off a win here, we can safely say that this was only due to consumables. Similar to Russ's team a little while ago, Russ almost always beats me outside of really odd circumstances. Siegfried staying alive throughout all of that, which is pretty crazy to see. So there we go against Dearborn. Sorry, Doorborn, I mean. And for the final matchup, ooh, Herbie. This will be a fun one. Herbie has always had a very strong team. It's one of the stronger Ornoks in the game. Just took down my Siegfried. Can I even get to his Ornok? I'm just now dealing targeted damage to it. Seeing Gruvine's attacks hitting it now. If I can get through him, I should be able to wipe out what's left. Oh my gosh, that was an insane revive. Come on, come on, come on. So close. So close. Come on, Gruvine, you got this. Oh man. I don't think it's going to happen. It didn't. It was so close, though. Herbie Sorrow saving the day for him right there. I'd say that's a good way to wrap this up right there. Lots of fun to be had in that video. And that's all I have for today's video, guys. Coming up soon, we'll be doing a Vlad Blitz chest opening in one of the next videos. Again, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on some alternative builds or heroes that you'd like to see in an arena video, and we can take a look at doing some of those. I always like doing stuff like that. That's always a lot of fun. And if you guys have any suggestions for other videos that you'd like to see, definitely drop that below and let me know so that we can take a look at getting some of those things added in. And of course, we can always make sure that you get credit for making suggestions like that. And speaking of acknowledgements, I would like to take a moment to thank King Richard, who has done many of the thumbnails for the videos on this channel. I would like to thank him for continuing to support the channel in that capacity. I would also like to thank all of you for continuing to watch my videos. Your continued commitment towards supporting me and my channel have been really phenomenal. I would not still be doing this if it wasn't for you guys, so thank you very much. And finally, I just want to say thank you for watching this video.